Two things. I just wanted to follow up on the discussion of hypersonics. I believe that we have missed two critical strategic technologies and are woefully behind: hypersonics and directed energy. These are things that we should have seen coming, and now we're playing catch up. I just want to emphasize, not only do we need a hypersonic weapon for deterrent possibilities, but we need hypersonic defense. Those aircraft carriers in the Pacific are sitting ducks for hypersonic missiles coming at them 4,000 or 5,000 miles an hour, 100 feet above the surface of the ocean. So hypersonic defense is something that I think we need to invest in, as well as the development of a hypersonic offensive capacity in order, again, to provide a deterrent. General Cotton, would you agree?
I do agree with that statement, Senator.
The other thing that I wanted to mention, it's sort of become conventional wisdom here that we're going from one near-peer adversary to two. I believe we're going from one near-peer adversary to 3.5 because of as I think you touched upon this, the growing cooperation between China and Russia. And then you put in Iran, which has also become a contributor to Russia's war machine, as well as North Korea, which is also contributing to Russia's efforts in Ukraine. So I think we need to think strategically, not two near-peer adversaries, but the potential of two near-peer adversaries who are working together, and that creates its own strategic challenges. General Cotton, what are your thoughts on that?
Senator, you're absolutely right, and that's what we're actually doing at STRATCOM today. When we look at, and you're right, I call them third-party influencers. And what I mean by that, and you know, to your point, I would add one that I think is a little different nuance. That is the new relationship that we're seeing that's happening between Russia and the DPRK. So we're talking about DPRK, we're talking about Iran, we're talking about China, as well as the Russian Federation.
And I think we have to assume that in a time of serious conflict, it wouldn't be just with one or the other. It could well and probably would involve all four of those powers that you've mentioned.
That's why I call them the third-party influencers, because what they could do is they could be a distraction for the main effort that could be, that could be launched by any one of those that we had mentioned.
General Whiting, your thoughts on that new strategic reality?
Senator, we watch those same four countries that General Cotton just mentioned and their bilateral relationships with each other, and we see increasingly that space is becoming an area where countries with more sophisticated space knowledge, like Russia or China, appear to be willing to trade off that space knowledge for something that they want in return, whether that's armaments or some other political agreement. So we're very concerned with that and watching how they're cooperating on space.
I just think that this new relationship needs to be part of our strategic thinking going forward to inform things like the nuclear posture review and also the fundamental defense strategy. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you again for your service, and I appreciate having been able to work with you. No, you're still at it. He's the guy that's leaving. We're going to miss you, General. Thank you.
We have